In general.
I know. I think a lot of that is created by psychologists that don't even have degrees to sell pills, to sell a lot of pills and make a lot of money for the medical company. They get kickbacks on all that stuff. So I just think a lot of these things. We had this stuff when we were kids, when we were in high school, and it was called a great amount of energy. You're like the class clown. You had a lot of energy. But now they got to give them all this Ritalin and all this other crap. That turns them into killers like they did the Columbine. Those kids were all on Ritalin. Turns them into mass killers.
Oh, you're terrible.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know.
Yes,
I can't laugh, John.
Shouldn't be laughing, John. You're making yourself look so bad.
You mean the area of
John, calm down.
Make me serious now. We sound like we're laying eggs over here. Okay. Okay, let's get serious. Oh, God. I'm laughing because I'm looking at area of the camera shaking. I didn't think there was an earthquake. Oh, God. Let's turn it off for a second, yeah. There's nothing wrong with the youth. Each generation is great, but this generation definitely needs a library card because their vocabularies are very limited to like YouTube, MeToo, SoTube, and all that stuff. I mean, they really need an education and less cursing. Every other word is an F word that comes out of most of them. So a book wouldn't help. Turn off the TV and get a book. Open a book up and read. It's amazing what reading could do. It could create a whole new world for you, and it's very exciting to take an adventure through a book. And you also get ideas for later on. And a lot of times books have answers too. They'll have answers for you have a problem or something later. It'll just crop up. Oh, I remember that, and this is the way to solve it. So.
Are you saying Miguel over there is stupid?
Oh no, he's not. No, he's just slow. No, kids today were raised on the inner tube.
The internet. Internet, John.
They're raised on the internet, and then they get all their information from there, but it's like very limited. It's fine, but there's other information. It's better to have a more rounded education than just the internet. Years ago when I worked in Brooklyn for this wonderful company, there was one of my assistants there. Her name was Linda. I had two. I had Louise and Linda. And anyway, one day Louise came in and she told us about her cat. She was crying. And she said, we asked her, we said, Louise, what's wrong? She says, my cat died last night. So we said, what happened? She says, well, he used to always run across the room and jump on the screen and hang on there. Sort of like those Garfield things you see on the car windows. And one day, apparently that day, her mother was washing the screens, and there were screens, and the cat ran across the room, and it went to jump on the screen, and wasn't there, and it fell 4 stories down to the pavement and died. And when she told us that, we put our hand over our mouth and we started to laugh so hard we couldn't contain ourselves. We had to run out of the room. And there's Louise, horrified. So we came in fine and we apologized to her. But we started laughing again every time she mentioned the cat. So anyway, that was just one of the things that happened in Brooklyn now, where I worked.